Django provides us with several validators already built in so that we don't have to handle things like checking for a maximum or minimum value, max or min length, or a valid email or IP address. But our honeypot needs to be validated to be blank. We're already doing this with our clean honeypot method, but that's not easily reusable, so we should come up with something else. Let's do this two ways: the max length validator and with a custom validator. So we have this easy way of cleaning our honeypot, and this is really good, but it's not something that is abstracted. It's not something that we can apply to a bunch of different forms. We could turn it into that, but that's probably more trouble than it's really worth. And we don't want to have to write this method every single time we use a honeypot. We'd probably end up just copying and pasting it over and over and over again. That's not the best idea. So what can we do instead? Well, what we can do is we can bring in a core Django feature called Validators that validate data. So let's do that. Let's get rid of our clean honeypot. And let's come up here. And we want to do from Django.core import validators. So that just gives us all of our validators. And here on our honeypot, we want to specify what the validators are. So we can do validators equals, and we can put in max validators.max length validator, and the max length is 0, right? Length of 0. If there's any length at all, then this fails. All right, so let's come back over here. And we've already got this set up with the bad value, so let's just hit submit. We should see another error message come out right up here. Yep. So here we go. Hidden field honeypot. Ensure this value has at most 0 characters. It has 7. So great. That's actually pretty simple. And this actually works really well. I like this. This is probably how I would handle this situation. Is just give it this max length validator of 0. But sometimes you need something that's a little bit more complicated of a validation. So let's see how to write a custom validator. So we're just going to come up here, and we're going to make a new function. And I'm just going to say must be empty. And validators always get a value. They get the value that's in the field that they're validating. So we'll just call that value. And we'll say if value, if there's anything there at all, if there's a value. Then we want to raise forms.validation error. And we're going to say is not empty, because really you're reflecting what the state of the field is. So the state of the field is that the field isn't empty, and that field should be empty. So then in here, inside of the max length validator, we'll just put must be empty. And then we'll come over here. Everything is still filled in, and if we submit this, we should see something new there. And there we go. We have honeypot is not empty. So 3 different ways to handle cleaning out that one field. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses. I'll leave it to you to decide which of those solutions is better. They both have pros and cons, but I tend to like the custom validator a bit better because it's a bit more explicit. Anyone applying that to their form fields will know exactly what it's for.